Hey everyone, this is Tracy with Color Me This. We're on episode 248. This is my haul video that I have actually decided to split it into two parts because two items are a very specific story that I want to share that I don't want to make the video get too long. So the other items are not quite as urgent per se, and I am very excited to get to working on the one of the two items. So the first item that I have purchased is this lovely leather satchel. I am a bag lady, so to speak, but in a good way. I love to throw things in bags and off I go, but I noticed that my bag selection that I have currently, they're all too big. I use a bag every day that I go to the pool, and it is a big tropical bag, and it holds everything in the kitchen sink, because in the wintertime when the floor Zumba starts, it starts an hour before the aqua fitness starts. I do two classes and I have to change. So thus the reason for the very large bag. And in my perusing my bag selection, which isn't a lot, remember I came from living in a trailer for many years, so I had like 3 different bags, and the reason why I was looking for a particular bag was that I think I've colored enough now that I'm ready to go on the road. And what I mean by is, yesterday when we had to run out and find Hub a phone, it was going to be that we would be out for who knows how long. I might have to sit in the car while he's fussing with things. So I had a pencil set. This is a 120 pencil set. And it is a particular size. I don't think I would want to bring any of my bigger cases. So I have my 50, 72, and 120. I have my small Victory size book. And then I have a larger size book that is, like an 8.5 by 11 size. So I was looking for a particular satchel this dimension that would actually fit a clipboard, an 8.5 by 11 clipboard. This is just borderline, and a clipboard does fit, but just barely. And I'm actually thinking I have another inch to spare on it, so I might be having Hub zip off 1 inch from the bottom of one of my clipboards to fit better in this satchel I ended up getting. But here's the weird thing. I did my research on the satchel itself on the brand manufacturer website, which I have actually purchased the products off of that website before. During the holidays, they have some really good sales. I have purchased these products on eBay. I even remember years and years ago, back in Washington State, my very first brand of this was, I bought it at Nordstrom. And of course now I'm insane. I'm like, why did I do that? That's way too much money. So with the dimensions of this, let me get a ruler. I feel that I am now empowered to go down the road. It is 11.5 by basically 10. And the really cool thing is it's wide on the bottom and flat. It goes like 5 inches wide. This particular satchel is no longer sold this way. I was looking at a newer one, which was a smooth leather. The complaints were that it was too heavy and that it marked itself. And I'm a horse person. I have dealt with leather my whole life. I've worn chaps. I've used all different kinds of saddles. And so leather is my thing. And I did a search for this bag, which is used. I can't even remember what its name is. It is a Dooney and Burke purse. I will write the description of this bag. There is a size larger. Hub was encouraging me to go with the larger size, but I want to be more nimble than that. I like that the top is somewhat protecting and holding everything in place with a snap. I would have preferred a zipper, but a zipper would have added some more complications, and I just liked how rectangular and deep everything is. My phone fits perfectly in this little slot. The newer versions of this that are with the different material are still the exact same dimensions for there's like 4 sizes of these. I want to show you how well this all fits, and then I will talk about the steal of a deal in the place that I found. So that is just so perfect, and I took this yesterday on the road, and it was so easy because I have my own little wristlet wallet. I have my phone. They both slid in there with my case, with my book, and off I went. So it's so funny because now I feel I've colored enough that I'm ready to go color on the road. Not necessarily on the travel road because we're not doing that, but I would love to be able to just grab my stuff, have it fit perfectly in this case, sling it over my arm, and it does have a shoulder strap to act like a crossbody length purse so that I can crisscross it, which for me and my bad back with purses like this, I prefer having the long strap so that I can cross it, which then offsets the strain of making me lean one way. Call me crazy, but so this was, I think it was $70. It showed up in the used results for a place I have never shopped with. So really this is more of a shopping marketplace plug. So it's called Poshmark. You're supposed to sell stuff from your closet, buy something, wear it, and then resell it at Poshmark. So the person had this note to somebody. Somebody asked for dimensions, to clarify the dimensions, because there are 4 sizes. There's like a crossbody purse that's really tiny. There's like a 20, I don't know what it means, but it's 20. And then a 25 north-south, which this might be the 25 north-south, and then a 30. And I was looking between this size and the bigger size, and I'm really happy that I got the smaller size. So again, real leather, Dooney and Burke, very expensive if you buy brand new. I'm looking around used. I saw some on eBay, but I found this particular one. I really wanted black. I liked the condition and the photography. You know, there is something to be said for a good set of pictures for something. The person wanted $70. I read the comments. The person was highly rated, and they asked somebody, said, hey, hit that offer button. And I didn't see an offer button. So I thought, well, maybe I have to create an account. Okay, I'll go in and create an account. Now, I do sell on various places, basically Facebook and eBay. And I did, years ago, I sold on Artfire as well. I never sold on Etsy. So I'm always looking at new platform options for my stuff. Now that I'm getting back into having more time to sell stuff that I make, I created the account. I saw the offer button. I made her an offer of $50. I wanted it to be under $60 all in. But I also noticed the biggest thing was these are a heavier item. And I noticed that shipping over on eBay was in the $12 range. On Poshmark, a new member, you just sign up with a new account. You get a very short period of time. I didn't even investigate it any further, but I get shipping free. So I bought this item. I made an offer of $55. She accepted my offer. That was $55, $15 off of $70, which I thought was great. I've had very good luck lately, by the way, offering fairly low counter offers to people. I don't think anybody has turned me down. If they want to get something sold like the Barrel Prismacolor pencils, I offered way less, and they took it. And that's after I asked them for specific photography showing every single pencil's labeling so that I could tell that they were all Barrel Prismacolors or not. And they accommodated and gave me the photography I wanted. So, got this purse. It was great. I've told you guys about my small purchase. Oh, and I'm still working on the video for the small purchase, and I told you I was done with buying Holbeins. I have 70 new Holbeins, no, 50 Holbeins, and 50 of the Brutfuner macarons to make a total of 100 set, which I think is plenty big enough. And I also told you guys, I bet I'm going to find the perfect deal as soon as I get these pencils and I commit the money. And then in addition to this, I did have a month of selling in August, and I also sold some stuff that was from at my mom's house, and she has since paid me for those things. So yes, in a way, I have extra money burning a hole in my pocket that I don't normally have, because like I always talk about fixed income and I don't buy a lot of stuff, and you're like, well, hey, you're buying a couple of nice expensive things each month. And that is because every summer I sell stuff. Every fall I have like certain times of year I sell things to keep my hobby life going. So I don't know how it happened, but Poshmark is now, I now have Poshmark. I never had seen Poshmark results before, but now I'm Poshmark. And the very first thing that happens is Holbeins pop up. It's a new, all of the pencils but one are new. There are 58 of them. And again, just like the Barrel Prismacolor, they didn't tell me what colors. So I asked her, and no one's put a note yet. Oh, she also dropped the price from $208 to $133, which is why I would never have looked at them for $205. So she responds promptly, sends me the list, just numbers. That was fine. I perused all the things. She sells a lot of stuff. Poshmark, you don't pay to list, you pay when you sell. They also handle the shipping label for you if anything under 5 pounds. So in the midst of her writing out the numbers, she sends me an offer, and it's for $95. But I didn't see it because I'm overdoing my videos and waiting for her to give me the list. Then the list comes, and it's pretty late at night because I think she was in Montana, and for me it was like 11 p.m. And so by the time I got the list, I shut the computer off and went to bed. Next morning I get up and I see the offer, and it has expired. I think I saw it the next night, and I had finally gone through. So what it amounted to is 58 pencils. One is a duplicate. 48 of them were either pastels or ones that I could use. And then there was duplicates. 16 altogether are duplicates, and the 16 is including this wonderful crimson that's a duplicate. And 16, I think right now is a perfect size for me to just have on hand for people who want to look at my expensive pencils. I have small sets of all of my expensive pencils for people to just play with them, just to see, what does a $4.80 per pencil feel like compared to a budget pencil. And that's not to say that they should buy the expensive pencil, but it's more to say, look, these budget pencils, they're actually pretty good nowadays. So I pulled the trigger. I made an offer. Her price. The next day I was crushed. It went back from 100 after all of that work that I spent matching the duplicates and figuring out which ones I would have. I was so sad. I will have a 90, I think a 90 set. I will still flesh out the pastels, and I think I need like 20 something pencils to finish my set. I don't have the paperwork in front of me, and it's been a few days. Had a busy week. I will not buy the neons or the metallics, and so that's like 12 less pencils than I need to get. I don't need the 150. I am going to be very happy with what I have, and it came. So I have it. I want to open it, and let's take a look at a Poshmark used pencil set. The lady, so what I did is, because her offer had expired and her sale price of $133 went back up to $208, I just made her an offer with exactly the price, $95. Her shipping was low enough, it was $7, and I thought, okay, I'm happy to pay the $7 shipping. And by the way, it's not her determining what the shipping would be, it's Poshmark handling the shipping. You, as a seller, just print out the label and stick it on. And the buyer pays for the shipping. So, I have this wonderful package. She packaged it nice and with bubble wrap. There's going to be your obligatory buying from an individual person is so lovely. You always get a thanks card or some kind of a thanks, maybe a little trinket or a little treat. And so I'm going to stand for this, I think. So Poshmark, if you have not perused Poshmark for whatever pencils, supplies, they do have colored pencils and coloring books and that kind of thing. So I will be adding Poshmark to my possible sources for used crafting supplies. Let's see, what does she have to say? Very nice note. There you go. So, thank you for your purchase. Hope you enjoy this beautiful set of Holbein artist pencils. All the best. I'm gonna need, it's all taped. Oh, and here's another thank you for supporting my small business. Now, this lady had hundreds of items for sale. All of them were very overpriced. I thought it was odd that when I didn't have an account set up, that I didn't see any way to communicate with her. In eBay, I can send a message to a seller. You cannot communicate directly through Poshmark. However, it is clear that they can be sending me offers. The same thing with eBay now. eBay now also allows them to send offers, and I love that. I was thinking of offering her, just to tell you, after I did all my analysis, she wanted 133 down from 208. I was going to offer her 115, and when she actually sent me the 95, that kind of clinched the deal. And all of it without any real direct thing. I left her a public comment asking if she could provide color numbers. So it's a very public platform, but the offer system is a direct email. So the next stage of this wonderful Holbein, this is order number 4. I started my collection of Holbeins with, 14. Then I went from 14 to 35. 35 to 50 that ended up being only 49 because I was a silly person and bought a duplicate. So I have 49 Holbeins, and this right here are 58 more Holbeins. I know that if the math all works out the way I want it to, that has a green dot on it. I wonder why. Haven't done the math, but I know that 16 of them will end up being, and I checked the 16 that I have duplicates of, they are a nice rainbow assortment, through the color family assortment, and it's perfect. So that is all I'm going to report. That will end 248, because then I will do the rest of my haul separate, because this was just so exciting, and that way I can get it published and keep it short for you guys, and I can title this the Poshmark experience for coloring supplies. So do all the YouTube things, like, share, comment, consider subscribing. Next, you will see at some point in my future where I am going to have already swatched these, but I will go through and share them all with you with my new case, which is a very old case that I have now decided they will go in a 200 case. I don't have anything in the 120 size that a 120 case would be perfect. So anyhow, I hope to see you in the next one.